Now, earlier we asked if the idea of Christmas was filling you with fear, or perhaps you were worrying that you won't be able to provide the perfect present.
Well, you've been busy calling in with your concerns, and psychotherapist Lucy Beresford is here now to take your calls. We'll start straight away with Amy. Hi, Amy.
Hi.
Hiya. What's up?
Well, usually I absolutely adore Christmas and I can't wait to start celebrating. But earlier this year in June, I lost my little boy. So I'm really struggling with getting into, you know, the celebrations. I have got a little boy who's 4 as well, so it's really important to me to make it magical for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's just so important. For example, we did put our tree up and the decorations last night. But if I'm honest with you, while I was doing it, I just felt absolutely dead inside. And if I could sleep through December, I quite happily would. So it's just...
Oh, Amy.
Amy, there are going to be a couple of things that you can do. What are you actually doing for Christmas itself? Are you going to be on your own with your family, or with the extended family?
We are going to be with family because I'd planned it all so far in advance. As soon as I knew I was pregnant, I thought I want to go to my mum and dad, you know, make it nice.
Yeah.
As it would be lovely to have a little baby there. I'm still going there, and I know that they're so supportive to me.
Yes.
So that will be fine, and my husband's great as well. But to be honest with you, if I could hide under a duvet and just pretend the day's not happening.
Well, it's because the image you had in your head was so different. Like, you made these plans when you thought the baby would be there, and so it's just tough. It's really tough.
It's very painful, and of course Christmas carries with it lots of images of mother and child and things like that. So everywhere you will see that. So there are 3 things I think you need to do. I think the first is, you're right, you are going to have to focus a little bit because you've got another child as well, and make it lovely for him. But you'll know in a way that you're faking it, and that's not a problem. As long as you go through the motions with him and give him a really lovely Christmas, that will be a really good thing. The second thing is that when you're with your extended family, carve out some time, perhaps even speak to your parents and say, can I find some private space where I can almost go and scream and cry, so that you know that you've got that little escape every day whenever you need it, so that you don't feel too overwhelmed. And I think my third thing is definitely, if you can, in the run-up to Christmas, try to get some professional help to deal with what is fundamentally a bereavement. You've lost a baby, you've lost the vision that you had for that baby and the future that you would share together. So, you know, that could be your gift to yourself, really, is to give yourself some therapeutic time to grieve that loss.
The thing is, also, Amy, I was just thinking then what I remember of Christmas is when I was 4. And a Christmas movie and a snuggle and a Christmas tree. You know, your 4-year-old, probably, it doesn't need to be grand, it doesn't need to be special, it doesn't need to be outrageously, you know, sort of opulent. It can be the simplest little things that you just have that will make a 4-year-old happy, because he's not going to remember in years and years to come.
No, what he'll remember is the fact that he hung out with his mum, and that will be a really special time. So that's what you need to give him, a little bit of that time, but also give yourself some time as well, so that you can fully experience all the emotions that you're having, because they're all appropriate. Some of them might need to happen in private so that your little boy doesn't see that, and that's where the therapy will also come in. That will really help.
All right, lots of love to you,
Lucy.
okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, Amy, sorry, Amy.